Good morning, happy vlog. I thought I would do a little weekend in my life with you guys. I've been like on such a film editing kick. Like I just feel so at home again, which is so nice. I don't know, like I've just been super grateful. I've been watching a lot of like my older videos, and I think with like VLOGMAS coming up and the holidays, having a healthy pregnancy and just feeling good is definitely helping a lot. And I'm in such a like grateful mindset right now, and it's just making me feel super blessed and happy and like excited for life again, which is like something I've been missing for a while, and I'm so excited that I feel it again. But let's talk about it. So today it is officially Saturday. It's November 16th. The only reason I know that is because yesterday was the Mike Tyson fight. I am not like an MMA person. Like my brother's a huge like UFC, MMA, like he watches all that. He was a black belt when he was younger in karate. Like it's always just been a part of my life. I've just never really like been into it. I've been surrounded by it, but just not really into it. There's something about Mike Tyson and his story and like who he is as a person and like what he's endured and his wisdom, and like he's just like a special person. I don't know, I'm like drawn to him. So I've always been like a huge lover of him. Yeah, it was kind of bittersweet. Obviously I would love for him to have like knocked Jake Paul out, but from what my brother said, like he was giving me a play-by-play of each of the rounds because I want to know what happened. I just don't really want to watch it. He was basically saying like Tyson came in pretty strong, but like his age showed really fast and his legs were like a little bit weaker. But I think at the end what I was most concerned with is that Jake Paul being Jake Paul was gonna like bruise his ego or like just be that arrogant Jake Paul that everyone knows. And I was so pleased with how it ended and just like the respect from the two men at the end, and like how he bowed, how he took his like winning speech to literally like up Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson and him like had a moment after and like put their heads together, and I just love that excitement and like drama that ensues from the fights before, and like all the personal stories, and watching it in like that is just such a like great sportsmanship thing. Like I don't know, it was just like very emotional. It felt like I was watching a story, and that's like one of the reasons I watch the challenge a lot, is like it's such a dramatic story that like goes on from, I think like the 90s is when the challenge started, correct me if I'm wrong, and I've been watching it since I was like in high school, and all these people have like these long-term, you know, rivalries, and it's such a like game in when they're playing the game, but they're all like super close and friendly after, and watching them have all this drama like build up, and then at the end competing and watching a showdown, having that story involved as well, makes it just so much more exciting and dramatic. At the very end, like watching them come together and like shake hands and like have respect for one another, it's just such a beautiful thing. Like I don't know, it was just, I thought it was a great story. I know some people online saying it was rigged and all this stuff, but no matter what, it was a good story. I think it brought a lot of people together, even like in the midst of COVID, like the Tiger King era, and having everyone come together for that. It just felt like we all were talking about the same thing, and it was just like, I don't know, it's a cool thing. I don't know, I very much enjoyed it. It's kind of sad that it's over. What I'm gonna do this morning, because Xander has Bryson at a church group, actually, they're at the park with like dads, it's like a dad group. So I'm here for a bit. He's also going grocery shopping after. The house is clean. I cleaned the house yesterday, so we're all good there. Let's do some planning. I would love to do like Vlogmas prep. I wanted to do that when I had no distractions, and by like no distractions, I mean, do I ever really not have distractions? Not really. But yeah, I thought it would be fun to like sit down and just have myself a nice Saturday morning planning and just getting hyped and excited for December. I've been using my desk chair, my office chair, as like a vanity chair in the bathroom. I've just been like not wanting to be on my feet. Here we are, ready to do some planning. I don't think I ever showed you guys. I did a little like Christmas background. I did this on PicMonkey actually. And I'll find like cute aesthetic pictures that give me the Christmas winter feeling. And then I also ended up doing my intro and my outro. Whoa, this candle is going. Is this normal? I'm gonna blow this out and like cut the wick because that's a little extreme. Fun fact, I actually have a huge fear of fire. Like, I almost burnt down my college dorm. I was in the shower and I lit a candle underneath my plant. This plant, for example, is like right here, but it was lower and the candle had one of those like really high wicks. The fire alarm went off. I was like completely naked. I was like, oh my God, this is my worst fear. Like, what do I do? Went outside, didn't see it, just opened the door and it stopped. So I was like, okay, maybe it was the steam from the shower. Like, that's how dumb my brain was operating. Went back in the shower, it went off again, and then realized, holy shit, my plant's on fire. Took my hands and I like went like this all over the plant, burnt my hands. I panicked. I was in panic mode. So I've always been afraid of like cooking too and like things catching on fire. It just gives me panic and anxiety. But let me show you guys. This is the outro. I really like the fonts and stuff, and it just like kind of snows. It's simple, it's like to the point. And then I have a scrapbook themed like intro. So this is an example that I have. And each day is different. I actually found this on Etsy. I want to vlog every day, so I want it to be like my real life, yet I don't want it to be boring because that can be extremely boring. So I like to have some sort of theme or like title going into the day, like knowing what I'm gonna do, something fun and festive and like in the spirit of Christmas. I want it to be entertaining, right? I'm gonna try to do 25 days as always, and I have an editor this time, so I just have to just make it fun and vlog for you guys. I thought for every day we could do somewhat of a theme. Sundays, I would like to do a festive theme. So this is just gonna be festive in the spirit of the holiday, where we're at in the year, the seasonal spirit. Mondays will be geared more towards like a bump update, baby stuff maybe. Sundays, when I'll be filming those days, will be the like milestone to the next week. So like for example, today's Saturday, I'm 19 weeks, but tomorrow, Sunday, is when I hit 20 weeks. And then on Tuesday, we're gonna do home stuff. You guys wanted to see a lot of home stuff, so I'm down if you're down. I try my best not to do too much of this because I love this content. This is like where I thrive. I would do this even if I didn't do YouTube. Like I just love creating and making my home a home. And I had asked you guys on my Instagram what you want to see, and a lot of you guys said that you would like to see home stuff. So like I said, I'm game. It just gives me an excuse to do it. Wednesday, we're gonna do a thing that I'm gonna be calling like a therapy sesh. I just want to talk about things that I have learned recently. I tried to do this when I was going through a lot of things right before we moved to our last apartment here in Tampa, and I liked the idea, but I think I was just so still in moments that I wasn't able to articulate my thoughts or like gather things. And so I think having like a Wednesday therapy sesh will be really good for the soul. I love talking about life. I like you guys interact in the comment section. I think as much as those aren't as popular anymore, they're exciting. But these are all still gonna be vlogs. So these are just things within the vlogs. So it's not just gonna be like a sit down video. It's gonna be like a vlog with a sit down portion of a therapy sesh. Thursdays, we're doing Christmas shit. That's what I put on here. Christmas is gonna throw up on Thursdays. Friday, we're doing food things, food themed stuff. I always find these fun. Saturday, we're gonna do a chatty card. So this is just gonna be, I don't know, random things that I'm just gonna be talking a lot, okay? So if you don't like to hear me talk, don't come to the channel on Saturdays, my bad. So that's where I'm wanting to go with all of this. I have most of the days planned here on my digital calendar. Some of the days are left blank and open. I have some ideas, but I want to write them out up here on this calendar because I've yet to do that. Something else I want to find are like just events in the area, things that are going on around town that I can throw in there. A lot of you guys were saying that you really liked the 2020 vlog because it felt cozy. It was like in the city. So I think I'm going to do a lot of things outside of the house, like at least once or twice a day, if not every other day, so that we can incorporate some fun activities that aren't just like home. Festivity, Christmas, baking, like coziness is gonna be the vibe that I'm going for because I want you guys to enjoy this Vlogmas. I'm gonna do some digging on that and see what I can find and kind of just do a rough draft of events in the area, things we can do as a family. Let's get this planning going. I think I'm gonna pop on my playlist. I made one last year called Christmas Comfort, and it's just like cozy Christmas music, so I'm gonna throw that on and just knock out all the planning I can. We've got the calendars done. I did the most planning that I could. I think something I've realized in the last few days is just like plan. I have like a to-do list to do before we get into Vlogmas. If all things go to perfectly to plan, this is gonna be a really fun, exciting Vlogmas. I'm excited. I'm going to do some press-on nails. I actually did a set of the Impressed press-on nails and they lasted, I kid you not, like 3 to 4 weeks, and they were only like 10 bucks. So this one looks like it actually has some glue. The Impressed nails, they just stick on. So we'll see how this works. But key is using the alcohol pad and then finding your size beforehand. And this one is really pretty. It's like an ombre color. So here is the final look, and literally Amazon. Like, I'll link these down below. Usually I have to like trim them up a little bit, but I think this is a really good size. I really like these a lot. I feel put together, and I didn't have to leave my house, and I didn't have to go to a nail shop for however long. It is such a waste of time to get my nails done. It's such a waste of money, but I love having them done. This is a good option if you are like in a rush or you just don't feel like spending money. This brand was the top rated brand on Amazon. Yeah, it's called Bart Box. Love it.
Living in London town, everything's come tumbling down. It never used to be this way. Now it's happening every day. Feeling afraid when you're on your deathbed and you reflect back on your life. How you helped the few get rich and the poor suffer out of sight. You did it for our own good. You did it for our safety. And all those other things that come to mind, you justify.
Good morning. We are officially 20 weeks today. Such a milestone for me. This is a 20-week bump update if you wanted one. Feels good, I must say. It does feel good. This is like around the time that I started getting sick with Bryson, and he's still here. So that's just encouragement enough. It's a big milestone for me. Pregnancy is so weird. Like, there's so many issues, there's so many things that are so different with everyone that's pregnant, and like it could go any way, and sometimes there's no answers, and that's like the more confusing part. You know, people try for so long and then they stop trying and they get pregnant, or they have issues, but then some people who don't have issues and they have the complete opposite, you know, and like watching people in the NICU who like have babies during, you know, doing drugs and all this stuff, like it seems so unfair and it's so confusing. It's like makes a woman feel like her, you know, luck or circumstances or body, and it could just be super confusing. And I think it's just like honestly nature, and it is what it is. Like, it's the luck of the draw, and we can't, as we like females, put like we do put pressure on ourselves whatever happens. And it's just so easy to compare and all this stuff, but something I've realized through this pregnancy is just, it is what it is, and like I said, it's nature. I don't know, that's the best I can sum it up to. There's nothing that we as females are doing wrong or right. I think it just, like I said, everything has to work perfectly in alignment for things like this to happen and for us to be here, and it's just, it's a crazy feeling, and I could think about it for days, but I don't want to. It's a little depressing. But we are actually headed out to the farmer's market. There's a market in downtown Tampa, I think like the third Sunday of every month. It's the Water Street Market. So again, we used to live down there. We've been down there quite a few times lately, and it just brings back like really happy memories. And it's so cool to see Bryson and like tell him like he used to live here, and this is like his first home. It's a really cool spot. So if you're ever in the Tampa area, Water Street is like the way to go. I see. You want me to go play with you? Okay, hold on 1 second. I'm trying to think if I should do a hat or not. Are we doing the hat? Should I do a hat? No. You want to come say hi? Come say hi, Mr. PJ boy. Who is that?
Hat.
My hat? Do you like it? Do you want to wear it?
Wear what?
Oh my goodness! Look at that, Mama! Can I have it?
No.
Ah! Please? Okay, I guess he's gonna wear the hat. Say peace.
Peace.
Peace. Ah! Hey! Mwah. I love you. Thank you. A boink. Okay. I haven't been present because Bryson unfortunately has been sick, just like a little stomach bug. So I'm on official mom duty right now. He's watching his little TV and movies all day and PJs, and I'm keeping an eye on him, and he's just not feeling the best. I'm just gonna be with him for the next few days probably. But I'm doing the sourdough loaf. This is like the best loaf I've ever made. I will say I'm getting better every single time. I don't think this is perfect by any means, but I focused more on like the process rather than timing and stuff. I just kind of like read about all the different phases that you're going through with your bread, like the proofing or the bulk fermentation, and just focused on what my bread should look like instead of focusing on like exact time. And I think that's like might be the sweet spot here, is like actually learning the science behind the bread. Yeah, it's pretty good. I will say it's still a little bit more dense, but I'm learning, okay? I'm learning. That's all we care about. So I'm gonna end the vlog here. I'm gonna try to edit as much as I can, probably when he's sleeping. I was gonna edit today and just get this video out, but I'm with my bubby today. So I love you guys so much. I appreciate you guys watching. I had a very fun weekend, and I love you guys, and I'm super excited for Vlogmas. I will see you in a future video.